Do you believe in making them wait for it?
First of all, you thinking you doing something by making him wait 6 months and he fucking his ex.
Men be on go, they be easy as fuck for anybody. So you do make them wait.
It takes more of a emotional connection for I have to be comfortable.
I feel like it just depends on the situation, the person.
Would you be offended if your significant other asked for a threesome?
Hell yeah. Lex P has been under some fire lately for the past week or two because rapper Clarence is to blame.
Blame Clarence NYC.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Laura J.
And it's your girl Mara.
And welcome back to the Sistas podcast. Yeah. As y'all know, we like to start off every episode with a prayer, and this time it's Mara's turn to pray.
Lord, thank you for bringing us together for another episode and for another day. Lord, thank you for allowing Laura to get here safely, allow her to return safely as well. Lord, please get us through this week, Lord. Heal us and be with us through the things that we don't talk about, Lord God. Give us strength and remind us that you are near always, Lord God. Holy Spirit, please order our words today. Allow them to be able to flow in the way that you want them to flow, and allow us to say what you want us to say to reach the correct audience, Lord God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. So what's the haps? What's been going on?
I think the last when we left off. Oh yeah, okay. So I went to Charlotte, y'all. Went to the Chris Brown and I keep saying Chris Brown concert. The R&B concert.
It was the Chris Brown.
The R&B tour. Did you see that clip where that girl got pulled on stage by Usher and she was like acting like she did not want to be there?
Yeah, I saw that she was being all stand.
Like she was just like.
I see somebody else like she wanted to be pulled by Chris Brown, not Usher. That's why she was acting like that. Oh,
she said, but it's just like you didn't have to be up there. You could have been. Yeah. You feel me? Anyway, so I went to the R&B tour, y'all. I had a blast. We went out to Surrender City. Tens. Like I have no notes about anything about that night except for the traffic, but that was expected. Yeah, that was a good time. Then Sunday I went and got soul food and dessert, and then last week
that was here or that was in Charlotte?
Here.
Oh, okay. What you get?
I got a fish plate with mac and cheese, yams. And the fish was so big, y'all. Like the pieces were huge. And jerk chicken egg rolls. That's when we went on our first date, I think.
I remember them jerk chicken egg rolls because every time I'm like, every time I think about them jerk chicken egg rolls, I'm like, Lord, I gotta go back. Them shits was busting. Like, I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't think I've ever had anything like that anywhere else. But I don't even know that I've seen jerk chicken egg rolls on the menu anywhere else. But
me either. But that shit be busting there. I'll be like, okay, hold on now. Yeah.
But so that was like 2 weekends ago, and then I don't remember last week at work. My manager's been out on vacation, so today was a day. Today was a day. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just I don't know, y'all. Be varying. Some days be a lot. Some days be a little bit more chill. But Saturday I got up in the morning. I went to the gym. Then I decided to take myself on a little date. So I went to try this new spot. Well, it's not that new anymore, but it's new to me because I've never been. Try this new spot. I got shrimp. It was like.
Was it soul food as well, or?
Nah. It was like regular American food. I got shrimp for my appetizer, y'all. They had these croissant bread rolls. Like they were so freaking. I love bread though, but they were so good. Then I got a pasta, but it was like chicken with like asparagus on it, kind of like a chicken crusted pasta. Really good. Tens, got a lemon drop, of course, and then
you love a good lemon drop.
Yeah. I was looking at the drink menu, but I don't know. That's just my go-to. I'm like, whatever. Then I came home, had me a little drink by myself, well, a couple shots by myself. Then I went to bed. Then Sunday, I went with Laura to her family's cookout.
But yeah, like Mara said, we went to my family's cookout. It was my great grandma's birthday, so like they wanted to do like a little family reunion / cookout. Whole debacle. The food was good. We're not even gonna get into the family drama because they be trying it and they be getting on my nerves, but we gonna leave it right there. But yeah, everything else been just same old working, trying to get life together, trying to get everything in order. So yeah. Hey, see one, take one. We're finna take a shot, y'all. So I don't know if this is becoming tradition, us taking a shot before we start the episode, but we gonna see. We gonna see. So you wanna take one? So the first topic for today is, do you believe in making them wait for it? If so, why or why not? And if so, how long?
I'm gonna say it varies. Like, I don't necessarily think in my head like, oh, I'm gonna wait 6 months or I'm gonna wait 4 weeks. I don't have like a thought in my mind when I meet somebody. It really just depends on, sometimes it can just be waiting for a commitment, waiting until I feel like I love them, waiting until I feel like this is gonna be my person, the connection. Sometimes niggas be like playing in your face, making you feel like they're one way and they're really another. But once I feel like, you know, based on what you're giving me, I feel confident in us. Like I said, that could either be I love you, or, you know, we're official, or I just feel like this is gonna be something. That's the place that's the place I'm typically in whenever I do decide to give it to them. It's funny. But I don't necessarily, I don't really feel a way. Like, I don't necessarily think you should or shouldn't wait. I think it's just personal preference. Like, some people just like to have sex, you know? I mean, I feel like if that's your thing, go off. Sometimes sex on the first night turns into relationships. I mean, for some people. I've never had a one night stand or nothing like that. But again, I'm not like, I don't know, y'all. Like, it just doesn't happen like that for me. Like, typically it takes more of a emotional connection for me to be wanting to do that with somebody, because I have to be comfortable, and I'm not just comfortable with somebody I just met, but I mean, it could happen one day. I mean, love at first sight, who knows? But
so you do make them wait, but it just depends.
But it's not like intentional. It's not like I'm like,
I need to make them wait this amount of time.
Yeah, but it's more like it's not even like I'm making them wait. It's just like I'm not ready.
So you making them wait.
Yeah, but
you know how men are. So they feel like, you know, I'm waiting for this.
I feel like it would be like that if they're like trying to do it, and I'm like, no, like it's not necessarily that. I mean, I don't think has ever happened.
She be making them wait. So okay, all right. So I guess like, okay, we won't put like a specific like 3 months, 6 months time frame on it, but you make them wait. Like,
it could be me making me wait too, though. Like, sometimes, because I could be like, physically I feel like I want to, but mentally, like I said, it's a mental thing for me too. So mentally I'm just like, no, like I believe in soul ties. Like, no, I can't just have sex with this person. I gotta see. I still gotta see. You know what I mean?
But I feel like if you're ready, but you're not, if you're not doing it right now, it's because you want to wait. Okay, let me change the wording. Like, just waiting in general, because like you want to wait, but it's like for a specific, like, oh, I want to feel this spark, or I want to, like, you know, basically that. So I feel like, you know, waiting is waiting, but it comes down to like whether. I mean, it comes down to that regardless, because men be on go, they be easy as fuck for anybody. So it's like, for us, it's like, we're waiting to feel like, oh, I want to feel like, you know, this is my person, or...
You feel that connection.
Yeah, like...
But it's not, I don't know necessarily, because the way I'm, like, receiving your question is, you're saying it like, okay, you meet somebody and you like, yeah, 3 weeks for him, or 6 months for him.
No. So, the question is, I guess I worded it wrong. So it's like making them wait for it, like
I'm just not willing to instantly do it.
Yeah, instantly do it, because you know, like some people, like they meet somebody and they just be ready, like on go, right then and there, or like, you know, they go on the first date and they be ready on go after that.
I think it could depend on like, see, have I ever had sex on the first date?
We don't do no judging over here.
I'm really trying to think. Like, have I ever had sex on the first date? No, I don't think so. Well, no, I haven't. But I'm thinking like, I'm trying to think, like, you could have known somebody for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, you know somebody, you might have talked to them before, but y'all, like, just now being serious, and then you have sex with them, like, after a couple of dates, but it's not like you just met them type thing. Like, I've been in a situation like that, but, like, to me, that's not like a new person. Like, I know this person. Yeah, I mean, okay, y'all, I just feel like I've never been on a first date with somebody and be like, yes, I want to go home and do it. Like, that just hasn't happened to me. I'm not saying it never could or there's something wrong with it necessarily, but it just never happened to me. Yeah, like I said, it just takes more of that emotional connection, and typically that just takes time to build. Now, has it been sooner with this person or longer with this person? Yes. But I don't, like, again, there's not a timeline for me, or it's just when I feel, like I said before, one of those, you know, either I feel like either we're committed, which at that point, if we're committed, we obviously have a strong emotional connection. Or yeah, once I have that comfortability with you, really, it really comes down to that comfortability, because that's really what it is. Like, if I have a connection with you, I'm gonna feel more comfortable with you, and that just varies person to person. Like, I can be a more reserved, shy person, and it takes a certain type of person to bring or make me comfortable with them, like fully relaxed. So I feel like once we get to that phase, that's when I'm gonna be more willing to have sex with them. Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I basically feel the same way, because it's like, it's not like a time period you could put on, like, oh, if I meet a man, or when I meet a man, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna make them wait 2 to 6 months or something. Like, basically, like you said, like, if I feel like we have that connection, and just like, or if you're not raising any concerns within my discernment or something like that, and you treat me good, and it's like, not like, oh, he just love bombing, then I could be like, okay, I feel this person, they feeling me, and we could do that. But I just feel like it just varies from person to person. But me personally, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna wait a year and make them, do that, and then, like, because when it comes to men, you can never really know, because sometimes, like you said, they'll be putting a mask on, and then, like, after that year is up, it's like, and then you do it, and then, like, all that goes away. Like, it's not what it was before. So I feel like it just depends on the situation, the person, but I do feel like if you feel like you need to wait longer with this person, that's a sign that maybe
like, if you're not sure, is this person really who they say? You might be like, yeah, maybe don't give it to him. But I remember my therapist, like, a long time ago, she told me, like, a man will wait however long for a specific woman. Like them niggas that just be in your DM and been in your DM for 10 years. Like certain men will wait. So, like, that's kind of the thing with putting a timeline on something. Like, okay, I'm gonna make him wait 6 months. First of all, you thinking you doing something by making him wait 6 months, and he fucking his ex. Like, he wants you, he still wants you, feel me? But he's still getting it where he getting it. He fitting in where he fit in, and you holding out on yourself for 6 months. He playing in your, I'm not saying playing in your face, but, like, putting this mask on for 6 months. He gonna wait however long if he really wants it from you. So that's where it really comes down to, like, just like you said, discerning, like, is this person who they say they are, and then making a choice based on how you feel, because just because you wait doesn't really mean much. I mean, it does give you more time to kind of see those signs, see the red flags, see if they can uphold this image they're trying to portray to you, but still it doesn't guarantee, like, okay, I made him wait 6 months, da-da-da. When I was in high school, y'all, I had a lot of homeboys, right? That made me sound like one of them girls, but, like, I really did have a lot of homeboys. And I remember, like, once upon a time, they were talking about how, like, they'd be so mad if a girl made them wait, like, 3 months and then her stuff is trash. I be thinking about that too. It's like, even from our perspective, like, you're being with a person. That's a good question. I'm about to ask you a question in a second, but well, I don't know if I can answer that or not, but I'll be forgetting she's engaged on top. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's a good point, because imagine you wait a year to have sex with a man, and then it's like, or he doesn't give you good sex either. Cause like, okay, now you've been with this person for a year. But I was gonna say, I guess like I'm saying now, do you think that bad sex, like if you have a perfect, listen, I can't really ask you this, but I'm like, if you have a perfect relationship and there's nothing wrong, this is a perfect man, but the sex is not good, like would you stay with him?
Okay, I'll answer from a perspective if, I wasn't in a relationship.
Okay.
But I do feel like you're gonna have to work on something with somebody regardless. So maybe sometimes you'll have to work on the sex perspective, like teaching them how to learn your body and whatnot. So like the sex might get trashed the first time, but it's like maybe, if everything else is right about this person and like, they're loyal and they take the time to try to understand you and like y'all just have got good conversations, blah blah blah, etc., whatever. But it's like if he's just lacking in that department, I feel like you can
like work on that.
Yeah, work on it. Make him feel like try to communicate to him like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and y'all go from there.
What if it's not necessarily him not knowing your body? What if it's like his size? What if it's like so small, like like an actual
if the shit is like an inch long, then I don't know what to tell you. But I feel like if it's like,
I'm talking about like maybe like 3 inches.
I feel like it's not about the size, it's more about like the motion. How you work with what you got.
For the rest of your life though, like I'm just thinking like that's cool and all, but for the rest of your life,
I don't know, cause no, only cause I'm so spoiled now. It's like I can't even imagine no. But I'm saying though, for like some people, it might be like they can deal with that, because some people it might be too much for them. Like after foreplay and head, and then they come, and then like niggas trying to go, and then niggas trying to go for 45 minutes after that.
See, you're just too many minutes. You said 1, you added 44. Like that is a huge difference. But I wonder if it's one of those, because isn't that like premature ejaculation? Like I wonder if it's one of those things where they could like. Like is that I don't know. That's one of those things where you could. Like the more you do it, like maybe I don't know.
Yeah. So we say all this to say. So I feel like I don't feel like it's worth it making them wait, like intentionally, because it's like you can wait 2 weeks, you can wait 2 months, you can wait 2 years, but like you said, whatever the outcome is after that, and like, what if you're not satisfied?
Or what if they were just waiting however long it took because they just really wanted you
to drop their mask?
They still gonna be however they was gonna be if you waited like 2 weeks. But then again, at the same time, and I'm not saying like, oh, you should do this, but like sometimes a man could have that intention with you going in, but then once they like really get to know you, then they change their mind, like they want something more serious. So that's the only reason I could see like it being justified to make them wait, because you're like, you know what, nigga, you like my body right now, but I'm gonna make you fall in love with my personality. And then
I feel like it's important to make them wait to a certain extent, just because it's men, like that's what they want. And you want them to, like, if you make them wait, you don't want them to be waiting just specifically for that. Like if you make them wait, you want them to like be able to fill you out, your personality, if they actually like you. Like they could see you, be attracted to you, be like, oh, I want to fuck right now, and you give that to them, then like they want it done.
They lose interest. They want it.
But it's like if you like him and he shows interest in you, you should be able to, feel it out, and as well as him.
I feel like this whole episode is sexual. Like literally.
I forgot about this next question.
All right, y'all. So moving on to the next topic. Would you be offended if your significant other asked for a threesome?
Hell yeah. I would be so offended, because it's like, what are you searching for outside of me that you're not being fulfilled with me? And I say that because not because of my recent what's the word?
Current?
Yeah, not because of my current relationship, but because this was like the first dude that I've ever done anything with, and like this was in high school, mind y'all, so it's like so irrelevant now, but I feel this way because of this, because he used to always be like, oh, let's have a threesome, and now that I look back on that, I'm like, are you cool? Like, what the fuck is your problem? Yeah, like, niggas just want to cheat. That's how I feel when they be like, let's have a threesome, or let's be open, or polygamy, whatever. They just want, like, and I guess it varies from person to person, but as somebody who really values, like, monogamy, and, like, I just want it to be me and you, I feel like, no. Like, what the fuck do you want a threesome for? What the fuck do you want a threesome for? Yeah, how about you?
I was gonna say, I feel like in high school, a lot of men, boys especially, were like porn washed.
Yeah.
So like, they just see this on porn, or they just, they just have these fantasies. So it might not have even been that he wasn't fulfilled. It's just that he's so horny, a little horny, freaky fuck. He's just like, I just gotta do what I've seen on, well, not on TV, but I've seen on porn,
on his phone,
or niggas be talking about bullshit. You probably never, to this day, probably never had one. They probably won't.
Yeah.
But it's just
true.
like,
that's true.
It's just like, I feel like it's a fantasy for most. And then I've even like heard guys say that, or yeah, someone's even told me before, like, they've had a threesome and it honestly was just like kind of like too much going on for real, like something that they fantasize about, but then when they actually had it, it's just like, okay, like this is.
I remember this one dude telling us about this when I was in college, but it was this one dude. He was like, talk about a threesome. He was like, oh yeah, I had a threesome with 2 girls, but like they were too into each other. He basically felt left out. That's what the fuck you get, nigga. But anyways,
it's just funny because. I've definitely had this conversation with a nigga before, and I'm like, I'm trying to be funny because nigga, you disrespected me by asking me that shit, right? So I'm like, yeah, 2, like we can't niggas, like
yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I doing with another nigga? Like, if it's a girl, y'all gonna be eating each other coochies and shit. No, 2 niggas, come on. Like,
I said 2 threesomes. 2 niggas, no.
You talking about an orgy?
But no, yeah. 2 niggas, yeah, that's still a threesome. Like, niggas love to be like, oh, that's not a threesome, that's a trank. No, nigga, it's a threesome.
Yeah, it's 3 people having sex. That's a threesome. Well, yeah, I would definitely be offended
if you was in a serious relationship with somebody and they was like, oh.
Even if I wasn't in a serious relationship, if I'm dealing with somebody, if we're having sex, we're dealing with just each other. I'm not having sex with you, feel me? So if you ask me that shit, I'm gonna be offended. Like, this is clearly not where you want to be. You're clearly not ready to be committed to one person because, feel me? I know what the fuck be going on. Feel me? I know what the fuck be going on. So if you're not satisfied, it's like, you just not ready to settle down, and I'm cool off that. And then if my man, like, committed relationship was to ask me that, I feel like you are wanting to cheat, but you trying to take this route first because maybe I would approve of it before you step out on some shit, I'm cool. I didn't see like a lot of like, especially like all the relationship couples and stuff was trending at one point on YouTube. So I remember, like, I don't know for a fact, like Neek from Neek and King, like I remember her talking about how like she even allowed like threesomes and things like that, or even like women now in the industry, like their man, if he's a rapper or whatever, like they'll allow threesomes, and I feel like that's just so you can feel better about getting cheated on.
I feel like, because most of the time if it's like, oh, we open our relationship and then we bring other people in and we do what we do, it still don't end. Like, for what we saw, like you said, with the YouTube couples back in the day and stuff, but it's like, it still don't end. It's like, it's not like, oh,
they have sex with the threesome and they satisfied.
Yeah, like
He ended up cheating. Like, that just opens the door to cheating. Like, okay, I can do stuff with other women. Okay, well, I'm seeing other women when she's not around. I feel like you let your man fuck another bitch in front of you. It's like, in his head, okay, I can fuck other bitches.
Yeah.
Like,
behind your back, like, in front of you.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what's the difference? Like, you're sitting there watching your man fuck somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, you're cool with that? Like, honestly, truly. I just can't fathom anybody just actually being okay with that.
No,
like, I really can't. Like, I cannot imagine.
I guess it's because it's like, I would not be okay with that. But I guess there's other people that's like, you know.
But are they? Because I feel like 9 out of 10 you're doing that to keep that man. Like, I'm not saying it's nobody in this world who don't like it.
In most situations, yes, they're doing that just to keep their man because he wants to do it. So, like, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like sometimes people, women will be like, they be on the same shit.
Or the woman is not satisfied for that man because she's secretly gay on the low, so she really wants a woman to eat that coochie. Like, it could be that too.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
Like, this nigga just not getting a job done, but I want to leave him. Like, I can see some shit like that. Or maybe, like, same thing from the man. Like, maybe the girl, her shit just trash, and he like, I love her, but I really do need to be sexually satisfied. I guess in situations like that, if it worked for y'all, didn't work. Fuck you. I don't know.
But for me personally, no, fuck no. If you're not satisfied, you got to fuck
go find what makes you happy, love.
Okay.
Like,
you got to fuck the go. Like
that is so disrespectful to ask that shit. Like, I feel like if your woman want a threesome, she's gonna tell you. Like, you don't gotta ask her. Just let her let you know. If she don't never let you know, she don't want it.
But I feel like it's also disrespectful from that viewpoint too, though, because it's like, what if he don't want a threesome, but she want a threesome, even with this, whether it's a man or a woman, like. So you think a man, like, if you were to ask a man, or like, an attractive woman, I'm gonna bring an attractive woman in, you think he would be like, no? Like, I just personally don't see no man really saying no. I'm not saying it's not men out there that would say no, but I'm just like, I don't really see that happening too much. I mean, I think it could happen because I just think it could, but it's like hypothetically. This is just hypothetically. Like if he just 10 toes down behind her, he loves everything about her. Like, he loves her coochie, he loves her personality, like he loves her, like just everything she do, like all of that. And then like if she were to be like, oh, I want a threesome, I feel like he will be hurt too. Yeah, but I don't think it's like as much as like, oh, I want a threesome. I think it's more like proposing the question like, would you want to have a threesome? Or like, would you be down to have a threesome? Because it's like saying I want to have a threesome. Yeah, like it makes it sound like you're unsatisfied. But I feel like regardless, like would you be down to have a threesome? Because it could just be like a regular, like you're just having a conversation, like a hypothetically, like we just talking. You don't ever just have like, I mean, I don't guess you wouldn't ask your man that, but I'm thinking like I have said some crazy shit to my man before, like, or just asked him some shit like just to see what he would say. I feel like, because even when people, they be like, oh, it's just hypothetically, but it's still in the back of your mind, like you really want to know. That's why you asking, like, yeah, would you want to have a threesome, like, or like? So I just feel like, you know. I would say that I could see a man that's like very overprotective. Isn't really the word. Territorial. Yeah, a man that's very territorial over his woman. I could see him not wanting to have a threesome, like even with a woman, because it's like, oh, I really just don't want nobody else touching you at all. Like, I mean, yeah, because I've definitely asked dudes. Like, I told you, I'll be asking random ass shit. You ever fucks with me? You know, I was asked the most random ass shit. But like, I've asked a man like, oh, would you be mad if I did this with a girl or if this happened with a girl? And I've heard dudes be like, hell no, I'll be mad as hell. I'll break up with you. I'll stop talking to you. And I'm like, really? But was you asking that because he was genuinely just curious? No, I was like genuinely just curious, like, because I feel like there's some man that's like, okay, it's a girl, like I don't care as long as it's not like a masculine girl. But if it's like, they're like whatever, like they like shit like that, it's sacred to them. But then on the other hand, it's like, no, I don't want nobody touching you that's not me. So I can see a dude that's more like that, like territorial, being like, no, I don't want a threesome, because even though they're there, it's like you letting somebody else touch you. Yeah, kind of the same way, like for me, like me imagining my nigga touching another bitch in front of me or fucking another girl, I'm like, hell no. Like that's how I feel. Like, has anybody ever asked you to have a threesome? Yeah, I told you my No, I mean like another couple. Oh, well, no, not directly, but it has been a point where like it was this girl coming up to me. She was flirting with me, but I didn't realize she was flirting with me because it seemed like she was just complimenting me, like, "Oh, you're pretty" or whatever. Like, "Oh, girl, you got a body" or whatever. And then she was like, "Oh, yeah, me and my man, we both think like you're just so."
You was like out, or this is somebody that you knew?
But this was at work. Like,
that's crazy as fuck.
It's like it gets so ghetto in there. I don't think so. How about you?
One time we had went out. So I'm like, I think it was the time we were supposed to see Skilla Baby, if I'm not mistaken. And it was like, you know, I'm dancing and shit. It was like this couple on the stage, but I didn't realize they was a couple. It was like they kind of was separate. But I remember, like, you know, I'm dancing on a girl because I dance on a girl, like that's nothing, right? So I'm dancing on a girl. She like, "You're not gonna dance on my man?" But it was kind of the same thing. Like prior to that, they were kind of like, she was complimenting me a lot, and I think the dude was too. But he was just kind of saying like little low key compliments, and that's why I thought they was just cool. Like I didn't realize they was a couple until she's like, "You don't want to dance with my man too?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, no, that's not what we're gonna do." That's all I got.
But especially for this day and age, it's like, no, I don't want to share my nigga with nobody, and I don't want him to want to share me with nobody. Cause like,
even if it is a woman, like, cause that's what they want though. Like they want it to be a woman. So even if it is a woman, you're fine with another woman pleasing me, like somebody. What if I really like that shit? Now I want to be with a woman.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, y'all. So it's time to get into our hot topics for the week. You know, usually we only got one hot topic. This time we got two. That's why I say hot topics. But yeah, so we're first gonna start off with Lex P and the allegations that's been formed against her. So what do you think? I'm a fan of Lex P, so
can you debrief it first? Because I kind of forgot.
Okay. So basically, if you watch Poor Minds, I just want to shout out Lex P because I love Lex P. I love Poor Minds. I've been watching them for like maybe 2-3 years now, so I fuck with them. So Lex P has been under some fire lately for the past week or two because, so if you used to watch Poor Minds, or if you still watch Poor Minds, then you know back in the day, like they used to get fed on their show. Like they used to talk about whatever, but they would keep code names and whatever. So Lex P used to have this guy that she messed with, and his name was Rapper Bay on the show. Nobody knew up until now who Rapper Bay was. So apparently Rapper Bay was this rapper from Houston, where they're both from. His name was Propane. They was messing with each other for about 5 to 6 years or whatever. The girl that was Propane's girlfriend and / now baby mama during the time, she comes out and like just exposes or tries to expose Lex P about everything that's going on or everything that went on. She's like, oh, they were dating while they were dating. So she's like hurt and upset, and now all of a sudden she wants to come out and tell everybody like, oh, I was dating him at the same time, and now Lex P was dating him.
Wasn't there something that was said in the episode that she was like triggering her?
Yeah, so when we was on the way to my aunt's house for the cookout, we listened to that episode. That's when they was talking about the show Polygamist or whatever. Oh, yeah. Lex was basically like, you know, the lady has a right to feel however she wants to feel, and she was just giving that blah blah blah. So I guess whatever Lex said, we're gonna put the clip right here.
Is men get to leave situations with no scratches. They get to move on, be happy. I just saw a lady on TikTok say that. She said, why is it fair that I got cheated on? The side woman knew that he was married, knew that he had a family, and now he left me and my child. Now he gets to go start a new family, and I have to approve of my child being around the woman, and I just got to smile and cheese through it. While I don't agree with people's actions, I do think sometimes women they have a right to be upset, and sometimes these niggas need to get slapped.
So my take on that is both parties, my baby daddy and Lex, they both played their part. And when I say they did their big one, they did their big one. And the reason for me even doing this, because honestly, y'all, I was triggered. I was triggered at the common sense that Lex had to say, like, a man needs to be slapped. But it was the lack of accountability that she had for herself and being an active participant in that situation. We are now a divided family from betrayal, from the mindsets of women like Lex P. Not to say this is her mindset now. I'm giving her grace because she probably outgrown from being a participant in that for that long period of time. But I'm saying the mindsets of women, you do not understand that you do not only affect that person's significant other if there are other people involved.
Do you know how long ago this was?
This was around 8 to 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Because Lex was messing with the dude for like 6 years, I guess. I think that's what she said. Don't quote me, allegedly. And then old girl was messing with him for 8 years while they was in Houston. So yeah.
Okay. I feel like, Lex P cool in my book. She funny as hell. I don't watch them as much as she does, but I do watch Purmons every now and then. She cool, whatever, cool, right? She's an old grown ass woman. But I still don't think that's okay to be messing with somebody that's married or in a relationship, in a serious relationship. It seems like they were living together with kids, or at least a kid. For 6 years is insane. Like, that's a long ass time to be somebody's like side bitch, or I don't know. Cause that's not even like I don't know. That's a long ass time.
It is, but I do feel like, cause Lex came out and said like she didn't know what it was between them. I do want to say, like, I feel like for the 6 years that they was messing with each other, maybe she didn't know in the beginning or however long.
Because then the girls said they worked together or something.
I don't remember that. I did watch the whole video, but it's like I don't remember like that.
So the
way she did,
the way the girl explained it, it seemed like, so this, I think is what she said. Basically, her and Lex was cool. They worked at the same club, and then I think the girl like left the club, like she wasn't working there no more. And then she like went to the club, like maybe like a night out or something, and she was trying to talk to Lex, and Lex was acting like she didn't see her. Now, I don't know if like I don't know the timelines of like maybe like her and Lex wasn't friends initially, but I don't think they would have started being friends.
Yeah,
I don't know.
After that.
Yeah. So it's like, to me, I don't know the full story, but to me it seems like Lex did know what was going on and she still decided to mess with him. So I think that's grimy. Well, not even grimy, because I don't know how close their friendship was. Regardless, I think it's wrong to be messing with somebody that you know has a partner, especially in that situation. They live together, like have a kid or kids together. Yeah, I think that's just fucked up. That's a fucked up thing to do for 6 years. That is crazy to me, like, for real. But
I do feel like girl code. But go ahead.
Yeah, girl code, and just being a stand-up person, like,
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like girl code, like, even if I didn't know you, but for me to mess with your man, and then after, like, maybe I didn't know at first, but like after I know, it's like I'm still messing with him.
Yeah.
I feel like as a woman, like, we know woman to woman, that shit would not be, we would feel some type of way, like vice versa, like whatever the situation is. However, I do feel like even if Lex did all that, it's like now all of a sudden.
I didn't get it finished.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna get there.
Finish.
Okay, I think it's fucked up that Lex did that, messing with somebody else's man, whatever, for however long, behind the girl's back. It just seemed like even if it was to her face, just because people be talking about how, blame the man, you can blame both. Because if she knows, she's just as much responsible. Maybe she don't owe you no loyalty, but it's still fucked up. It's still a fucked up thing to do to somebody, because you don't want that shit done to you. Yeah. But I think you're about to say this, and I agree, to bring it up however many years later, because whatever Lex said triggered you. Whatever Lex said wasn't even nothing. Like, she really ain't say shit, but the man deserved to get slapped. What she saying? Something about the man deserved some shit, whatever.
These niggas was talking about the show Polygamous.
Yeah, it wasn't enough that she was just like, if she would have said some shit like, I don't feel like the woman just take any fault. It's perfectly fine for her to be sleeping with that. If she said some shit like that, then I could see the girl get triggered. Mm-hmm. But she didn't say nothing that should have made you all of a sudden want to come out and speak on some shit. I feel like that was just you being spiteful. You wanted to have your moment and kind of get your get back, make Lex have a downfall because you experienced the hurt that you experienced 2 years, whatever, not 2 years ago, but however long ago it was. I mean, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Was Lex wrong? Definitely. Were you right? No. Like, why bring this shit up now? I mean, and telling us does what for you? Like, is this therapy? Like, I'm confused. I don't see how you're healing by sharing this with the world. If anything, you making some shit that you dealt with go viral. So now if it's trauma for you, it's just trending trauma. Like,
now it's gonna come up again and again and again.
If Lex saying that shit triggered you, like, you got Lex stands out here is probably in your DMs right now saying whatever. There's like, how does that help you heal?
Yeah.
So it does seem a little spiteful that you brought it up at this point, but
yeah. Basically, I was gonna say what you said, because it's like, all these years later, now is something that you want to bring up. And I seen somebody in the comments, they was talking about like, you all of a sudden want to bring this up because in that same episode she was talking about like how she was flourishing, like this is the most money she's ever made in her life, like she's happy, like she's healing well, like the loss of her mother and all of that. So it's like, now all of a sudden you want to bring this up. I can understand feeling hurt because she did what she did, and if she knew, she knew. If she didn't know, she didn't know. And you feel however you felt because this is your man, your baby daddy. But it's like, now all of a sudden, all these years later, you want to bring this up. Like, it's not adding up. You want her to feel the same wrath or the same hurt that you felt now that she's up. So it's like, we're not gonna feel no sympathy for you. Maybe if you would have brought this up when it was happening, like when it was happening, we would have been like, oh, like, you know. But it's like, now all of a sudden you want to bring this up, something that ended up.
Especially for you to say they used to like talk about stuff and have a whole code name for him, Rapper Bass. So that means there were other episodes where they probably went into more detail and talked about it more. But those weren't the episodes. Those weren't the episodes that made you triggered and want to speak on something. Like, it was this one that was about a fucking show. Like, and then even for Lex to have like her opinion of how she was explaining what she was explaining, it's like, okay, obviously there's some maturity there.
Yeah, it's like she's matured, she's grown, like she wouldn't do no shit like this again. Yeah, it
didn't give like, she wasn't like taking a side of like, oh yeah, the woman, she cool, ain't nothing wrong with her fucking them. Like, it wasn't like that. So that's what I'm saying. I could see her saying something if Lex was acting like that, because you did that shit 6 years ago and you still think like that. That's weird. But she didn't come from that perspective, so it's like,
I feel like the main reason people are the main reason people are on Lex's side is because it's like, she did what she did, but she's grown from that, and like you could tell she's grown from that. Like, she wouldn't do no shit like that again. Like, my girl was just doing what she had to do to like come up. Like, and that was back in the day. Like, this was before Poor Minds is what it is now. So it's like, my girl was just trying to make it. Like she said, like, she had $3 in her bank account when she moved to Atlanta. So it's like, she got to do what she got to do. Does that make it right? No. But for you to bring it up now instead of then, it kind of shows your intent. And that's why people aren't fucking with you.
Alright, y'all, so as you know, Streaming University has concluded. I want to say a week or two ago it ended. There was a bunch of clips of Queen Naija and Clarence on campus, and Clarence was really giving I hate my fiance. I want to say have my girlfriend, they engaged now. I hate my fiance hard, like on 10. He just was in every other woman's face. Every clip I saw, we can insert some clips of this too.
Babe, you look really nice in that Zaxby's hat, and I'm gonna hold you. Like, babe.
Do I choose people that don't?
They found while we was in Bible study, they released like the last two Mr. Beast bags.
You're not even scared you're gonna
You gotta scroll up. He did it. Chat won't lie to you. Where? I don't see the 100. They said Rakai gifted me 100. Where's that?
He probably did.
Where though?
I don't see it. It ain't pop up.
Y'all lying. Wait, Rakai gifted me 100 subs.
Every clip I saw of him and Queen, it gave like, it was numerous clips of him, like she talking to him ignoring whatever the fuck she said, him saying something completely different. Him being in the room with Queen and he's looking elsewhere. Like, who the fuck is you looking for? It was one clip where he was with Queen. I don't know if they was like in a club or something. I don't know. He was with Queen and he was like basically looking for some girls for her to go hang out with. Like, oh, some people over there, like trying to get her away from him. It was clip. Apparently he was in Dream Doll's in her room, and then people were like in Queen's chat like, oh, he's in Dream Doll's room, da, da, da. So whenever she said something to him about it, she was like, it probably was just fans just trolling, da, da, da. He was like, oh, what? Who would they say? Like, she like, oh, they said that she was in somebody's room. And he was like, yeah, I had went to Dream Doll and Jordan's room to get some shots. And Queen was like, oh, so it was true. And Clarence is like trying to like make it sound like it's nothing.
In that clip, like, she wasn't trying to say who it was, but then he was like, oh, this is what I did.
Yeah.
Okay, but go ahead.
But yeah, he was in that room getting shots. It was just like, he was always like, it was weird. And I'm gonna tell you what made it even weirder for me. When Queen, they was having like a Bible study type of thing, and Queen was in the room and Dream Doll was in the room, and Queen said, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I don't feel a type of way towards you. It's just that I feel like the chat was kind of egging it on and making it something that it wasn't, da da da. And Dream Doll just seemed like so standoffish, like, bitch, why the fuck you talking to me? I don't fuck with, like, that's what it gave. That's what her energy gave. Now I saw clips later when they seemed like they was cool or whatever, but in that moment it's like, if you weren't on nothing with her man, that's her full blown fiance, she has every right to feel how she felt. And she didn't come for you. She was more so looking at him like, what you doing in there? You feel me? Why is your energy so negative when she's trying to address that she didn't have no problem with you? I feel like as a woman, you should have been more like, girl, I understand where you're coming from. I would have felt the same way. Because who wouldn't? Like, who wouldn't? Like, no shade. And then I feel like Clarence already has a history of being a cheater. I don't know if that was ever proven, but there were definitely allegations at one point. And also Queen's been cheated on publicly. So it's like, for her to feel how she felt, now granted, it probably was egged on a little bit by the chat saying what they were saying, but yet it's still, why, if we're engaged and we're about to be married and we came here together, why the fuck is you never with me? It was clips of her having to get help from somebody with her bags that wasn't fucking Clarence. Like, you're never around. Every time I wasn't watching the streams, but every clip I saw, Queen is by herself. Like, by herself or with somebody, linking up with somebody else. Where the fuck are you? Why is y'all not doing y'all couple shit? Like, why is everything so fucking separate? Why are you collabing with people outside of your fiance by yourself? Why, like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is going on? What's going on? I didn't like it at all. I felt bad for Queen. It's really giving, he don't like her no more. Like, everything I saw, it gave, he does not like her. Like, and sometimes clips can be misleading. They'll kind of make shit seem a certain way and only give you a little piece of the puzzle. But if every fucking clip I saw was like that, it was one moment where I don't know if Queen was having pain, like she was having pain or something, and he was kind of like catering to her. That was the only moment, the only clip I saw where he seemed affectionate. And even then the chat, it was like, oh, he must have seen all them clips about him, people talking shit about him, and now he wanted, because it really still didn't seem too genuine. Like, it just gave, why are you with her? Like, you don't want to be with her. Like,
so I feel like the whole Dream Doll and Clarence situation, I feel like that kind of relates to the whole Lex P situation that we was talking about, because it's like, no, because Dream Doll knows that, everybody knows that Clarence and Queen go together. So it's like, who do you be mad at in this situation? Because Clarence, I don't know, I feel like he's trying to make it seem like it's innocent. It's not. So with Dream Doll, it's like, I mean, if you know Dream Doll from BGC and just, yeah, you know she's a bully. You know she doesn't give a fuck. That's just who she is. Like, she's not a girl's girl. She's not a girl's girl. She's a bully. So it's like you creating this tension between us, but also her, like I said, girl code in the episode earlier. It's like, as a woman, you know, if this was your nigga, you wouldn't want him all up in your face. You wouldn't want him entertaining you and her entertaining him. So it's like, you know.
And then you gotta think, if Queen's chat is going crazy, like, oh, Clarence is in Jordan and da 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 da. They not in, you mean to tell me they're not in Dream Doll's chat saying anything? Yeah. So you're not seeing, so even if your intentions weren't like devious, once I start seeing these comments, I'm like, okay, let me like make sure I'm creating a distance so it just don't seem like, you know, we on some weird shit. But like you said, it didn't give girl at all. And then like the apology is like, okay, girl, like at this point, okay, I understand. If that happened to me and I was really just innocent and I had no intentions on making it seem like something with somebody's man, as soon as first of all, I'm coming to you like, hey girl, it won't even that. Like, but if you're saying some shit to me, like, girl, I understand, I would have felt the same way. Like, it was never my intentions to make you feel like, not just all standoffish, like.
I mean, you don't gotta kiss her ass. Like, nobody gotta kiss nobody's ass. But you know that this is somebody's man and that somebody is here. Like, if it wasn't what it was, you would have like made that clear, like, to her, to the chat, all that. I also want to say, like, I seen like people talking about Jay Cinco and Lala, like comparing them and Queen and Clarence, talking about like he was like behind his girl no matter what, and then Clarence wasn't doing that.
He was never nowhere to be found. I swear, I kid you not. I didn't know no clips.
I don't watch like streamers and shit like that, but you know, when a shit go viral like this or something big like Streaming University, I see the clips. Like, it's enough for me to formulate an opinion.
Yeah, because it's so many. Like, it was so many, y'all.
But like, no, I feel like Clarence was not behind his woman like he should have been. So I feel like Clarence is to blame. But I also feel like
blame Clarence NYC.
But I also feel like Dream Doll, she's not to blame. Like, she wasn't being a girl's girl. She wasn't keeping it real. Like, I did see like they was hanging out. I never seen Dream Doll apologize for what the fuck went down. I don't know if that happened, but I never seen that. I seen her hanging around Queen and shit after that, but it's like,
and they seem, I saw that too. Like, they seem cool. Like, there was no animosity or anything.
Yeah, so I feel like Queen, for her, that's just who Queen is. Like, she's just like nice. Like, she doesn't want it to be hostility or, you know, nothing above what it has to be, but like, she's just trying to keep the peace. But I just feel like it still wasn't right how people did her.
Who? Queen?
Yeah, how people did Queen. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I just saw that too, like how Jay Cinco was with Lala. Like, you gotta think they damn near in the same predicament, except Clarence is way fucking older. Well, I don't say he way older, but he gotta be going on.
Aren't they married though, Jay Cinco and Lala?
They're engaged. They're the same thing. Okay, they engaged, and mind you, Queen and Clarence been together for years. They have legend. He gotta be what, 5 at least? Jay Cinco and Lala have been together for what, a year? Maybe going on 2? No, maybe.
When that whole shit with Queen and Chris went down, and then she like moved on to Clarence, I was like a sophomore in high school. I'm 2 years
fat. No, Butterflies definitely came out when I was a junior, I think.
2 years post grad. Like,
yeah, so they've been together for years, and y'all are engaged. Like, you would think that he would have a greater type of respect. Not even, I mean, you should respect your woman whether it's a year, month, whatever. But still, like you said, I didn't really see too many clips with Lala or Cinco without Lala. Like, they seemed like they were together. That's how a couple is going. You go into something like this. First of all, Jay Cinco already has his track record. Like, he's not going to be doing shit like that to make Lala doubt him or feel like he's on some bullshit. You're doing everything to make her feel like you on some bullshit.
Yeah, I did see this one clip where Queen was like, like, I'm here as Queen Naija. I'm not here as Queen and Clarence. So like, y'all quit, you know, trying to bring up what he doing to me. Understandable. Understandable. Like, yes, you did get here, and as you should, because if you wasn't here, he wouldn't be here. First of all, like, you could come here by yourself. Like, you don't need this nigga to be here. So it's like, y'all are here individually. So while that's true, y'all came as a couple, like not like like it's Queen and Clarence, but y'all are here individually, but everybody knows y'all are a couple. You need to let shit be known. Like, no, if I personally, I just like, I would have been like, fuck that nigga. He in that bitch dorm. Fuck that nigga. What is he over there getting liquor from her for? Fuck that nigga. Like, I would have
I don't know. I don't think Queen Dre, but why you ain't asking her if she want a shot? You and that bitch getting lit by yourself? Like, hey Queen, I'm about to go. Let's go to Dream Doll. They got some liquor. Like, y'all kick it together. Jordan in there. Why y'all couldn't kick it together? Why are you going by yourself? Like, to a female's dorm.
Niggas know what they be doing.
But I mean, I feel that perspective of like, okay, yes, they do have their own separate content, but that doesn't mean the respect factor has to die. Like, you can still be respectful. There's so many niggas on camp that Clarence could have been collabing with. Like, I understand, but at the same time, I kind of feel like that was Queen kind of taking shit for what it is.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he gonna obviously do what he doing, so y'all stop telling me. Like, I feel like that's more so what that was, because if I'm in an environment like that, like, yeah, I might collab with some girls and stuff like that, but I'm not too much as one my nigga to be wherever the fuck he is, and I don't know what the fuck he got going on, and he not including me in shit, and we just totally separate, like we're not fucking engaged, because you're engaged. Like, that, are we forgetting that y'all are literally about to be one? Like, y'all are getting married, whenever the fuck y'all getting married. Like, I feel like, yes, y'all can still be two separate people, but at the end of the day, you guys are going to be one. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck is all this isolation? He's tired of her. He doesn't like her, and the first opportunity he got to be around a bunch of other people, he wanted to only be around a bunch of other people. Like, you don't miss your fiance, you don't give a fuck about what she doing with that fat ass walking around campus. Like, no shade. Like, other niggas here, like, you don't think nobody checking for her? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I feel like, no shade, I love Queen down, but it is giving Chris 2.0. Like, especially like towards the end of their relationship. Like, at the beginning of the relationship, we was in high school, middle school, so we don't really know, like, if it was what it was perceiving, but it was given like, they fuck with each other. Then after all that, then that's when we could tell he wasn't fucking with her no more. That's when the cheating allegations came in. So it's just giving the same thing with Clarence, especially now that we can like see on stream, like in 4K and like live what's going on.
Because like, a YouTube video, you can cut out what you need to cut out.
Yeah.
That live shit is like, he said, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, Queen, you see that? Like,
he doing what?
She's seeing shit that we seeing shit that she ain't even seeing. Like,
So, yeah, I want Queen to be happy.
She seems just so genuine and pure. Like, it just make you feel bad for her, because it's like, damn, you don't deserve that.
Let us know down below in the comments what y'all think of the hot topics, or the one we just talked about, of today's topics, period.
This was a different episode, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. It felt a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, y'all got to see a little side of us that y'all don't ever see. We don't know if y'all gonna see the side again, but thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love y'all so much. Make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. All that good jazz. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.